this is the final configuration of this. I had to do a lot of thinking to try to get it right, but this bar right here holds these two together, and then these bolts right here, they're welded, so everything's tight. And now I'm going to try it again, and I think I'm going to take this off, this bottom. I'm going to take that off and weld some additional pieces on it. Okay, I welded on this piece right over here to make it a little bit wider, so I don't know if that's going to make it perform better or not, but we're going to try it. Okay, well, this is for the mission trip. Also, you may want to have a lawnmower like this. This is a self-propelled lawnmower on a little trailer. Right there's the earthquake trimmer, and I do have a video on that, and it does run. It does run well. Also, here is a chainsaw. Might need that. You got to have different gas and a gas oil mix for a chainsaw. Also, this Craftsman 22-inch hedge trimmer. I do have a video on that also. And that requires the same kind of gas oil mixture as the chainsaw, and mine is 50-to-1. I've got a couple of ramps. That's for the trailer. I've got gas, and I've got it labeled when I bought it, and this one happens to have ethanol in it. Over here, this one does not have ethanol. No ethanol. in that particular one. And then I've got the gas oil mixture, and this is what I mix my gas and oil in. I got a mark here. I fill it up with gas to the 50 to 1 mark, and then I fill it with a little bit of this 2-stroke oil. Now this is a synthetic blend, and it's good for all lawnmowers. All chainsaws and hedge trimmers that are 2-cycle. And this earthquake trimmer that I have a video on, this is 4-cycle, not 2-cycle. Then I have this. You can use this in this particular trimmer, but you have to double it up. In other words, put 2 strands on each place where the trimmer line goes. And also the correct trimmer line for this particular trimmer is 0.155. Now if you got a saw like this Husqvarna here, this is a 440, and all I'm going to do is cut some small branches that are from a hedge. And one thing you got to have is earplugs. You got to fill your chainsaw with gas and oil. The gas is over here on this one, and the oil is over here in the front. The next thing, you're going to have to check your chain tension. Now this is the way I do it. According to the instructions that I've seen, it should be about this tight. Now there's about a 1/4 inch gap in here between the main part of the chain and the bar. Now I want mine a little bit tighter than that, so loosen it up. And then on this one, you loosen this bolt right here, and then use the screwdriver part of it to tighten it. You don't have to tighten it too much. Don't want to get it too tight. Okay, that's about good enough. Check your tension here to see if you have about a 1/4 inch gap between the bar and the chain. Then tighten this bolt. Alright. Is first of all, try it. Now I found a website that had the list of various gas stations in my area that have gasoline with no ethanol. Now ethanol tears up the plastic parts in your chainsaw, your snowblower, and other small engines like that. Now I had a snowblower that I let the gas in there all winter, and then it came springtime, and of course I wasn't using the snowblower, and it was in there until fall or until winter time when there was snow. And by the time I came to that next season, all of the rubber and plastic parts for the fuel system, they were all gone. So I had to replace all of them. So I choose to have non-ethanol gasoline. Now if you're going to have several different things that you're going to carry with you, like for instance in a place where you're away from your shop or something like that, you should have a funnel, and I cleaned mine out with gasoline. So I got that. Have a rag to wipe off your hands and to do stuff like that, wipe off your chainsaw. I have an oiler. I usually, before I start, put a little bit of oil on the bar and the chain. Just a regular oiler. Have your files. I have a video on how to make a chainsaw file handle. It's just a piece of wood cut into a 1-inch square. 1 1/4 is fine. And then I drilled a hole right in the center. Go take a straight edge and go from one corner to the other. Make a mark with a pencil, a pen, something like that. And then go from this corner to this corner, make another mark. Where the X meets in the middle, drill a hole for your file. I burned mine in. I heated this file up to a hot temperature, not real hot, not red hot, but just heat it up a little bit. You don't want to take the temper out of this whole file, otherwise your file will be no good. The next thing you might need is needle nose pliers or regular pliers. I have some vice grips. I have my scrunch. Now this one is for a larger nut. Take a regular paintbrush. Doesn't matter whether it's 2-inch, 4-inch, 8-inch, whatever. This one is a 1-inch to clean off your chainsaw. Now, I have showed in a previous video that you have to clean the oiler on your chainsaw. If you took this cover off, right about here, there's your oiler. Okay, these are the chaps that I have. You can take this pocket, put your scrunch in there. They call this a scrunch. It's a sort of a composite word of taking a wrench and a screwdriver and calling it a scrunch. It's got a nice pocket. Now this one is made by Notch. Right there. Notch. It's got really thick safety padding here. And this, when it's tore up, it will turn into shreds that will just tie up your chainsaw bar so that it won't hurt you. And you can feel these that they are thick, and I would say possibly about 3/8 to a 1/2 inch thick, maybe a 1/4 inch. But that's made to stop the chainsaw. Also, it's got these clips right here to clip it onto your leg. They have different sizes too, I believe. So just make sure that it fits your body. And then it's got a belt here at the back with another one of those clips. So that's what I did. These cost, I would say on Amazon, they cost between $50 and $75 with the tax, I would say. But that'll be up to you what kind you buy. These are good ones. These are not the cheap ones. You can get very, very cheapest, but I don't know whether they're any good or not.